UAE's Philharmonic Orchestra is the largest in the Emirates. In a country that's still developing its appreciation of the arts, it's pushing hard to put on both concerts for classical music lovers and go into schools and teach young Emiratis the joys to be found in Mozart, Bach, and even James Bond. It's all the brainchild of conductor and creative director Philip Mayer.
I always felt it was very fascinating here that you've got this naturally grown mix of cultures, which is a perfect feeding ground for any form of art and of course for music. There is a great interest in importing stuff from around the world, culture, sport events. Good example is Abu Dhabi's Formula One Grand Prix. You can import a sport event, but culture, a homegrown cultural development, you cannot import. And it's wonderful to have it, but it doesn't create culture from grassroots level onwards. And that's what I am trying to promote with the UAE Philharmonic.
While not a business in the normal sense of the word, the orchestra still has to watch its money like one. And right now, it's up against some tough economics. Even though all its musicians are unpaid, it's facing difficulties. Despite carrying the name UAE Philharmonic, this orchestra receives no funding from the state. And because of the financial crisis, other sources have dried up. Without a new source of cash, it faces the very real threat of possible closure.
This is literally a non-funded orchestra. We live from bookings for concerts and from the goodwill of musicians.
And it cannot be seen as a standard business model. This is one of the problems I'm running into in this country, that they are looking at the return on investment. In terms of, for example, funding a concert series here, there is no return on investment because the orchestra as such and the infrastructure required with it is something which costs too much to bring that money back or even make a profit from it. It doesn't work like that.
Abu Dhabi and Dubai are investing large sums of money to boost how they're perceived on a cultural level. But unlike other states such as Qatar and Oman, which have fully funded orchestras, the UAE typically prefers to bring in European orchestras from Berlin or Paris or London to perform its concerts and cultural series. Meanwhile, the UAE Philharmonic is working in the background to promote the country throughout the world.
The orchestra, even though it is not supported at all, it is not officially recognized. It's kind of been seen almost as a cultural ambassador for the UAE. Our website has, I don't know, close to 60,000 hits a month from all over the world. You can see this on the statistics, of course. And there is a great interest in this orchestra, and I get every day, I would say, an average of about 20 to 25 applications from professional musicians from around the world who would like to move here, live here and work here in an orchestra.
It all leaves the orchestra in a difficult position. Last year, it conducted a tour playing in all 7 Emirates for schools and universities. It also put on a unique production of Prokofiev's Peter and the Wolf that was simultaneously narrated in both Arabic and English. With no funding, though, protecting such projects may prove a task even James Bond couldn't help them with.